Hello and welcome to another round of the Nations Cup. We are here at Spa once again, but with the Group 2 cars. And I'm here at my qualifying lap. It's going a bit decent. And here I went a bit too wide here, so I'll get a penalty for this. And that means that I can't set a lap time anymore because I have a penalty, it won't count. And yeah, really unfortunate. I'll start from the back, and you can see I was behind a car while I was setting my lap, which causes a big struggle in the corners. It helps a lot in the straights, but in the end you want to do the lap time in the corners. So really much dirty air in those cars, and we lost a lot of time through there, and I paid the price. So starting in second last place, 19th place, just a grid start, and putting traction control on one, and I got a decent start already in 18th. Colin got a bad start, and yeah, it's going a bit messy, but I think it was quite clean compared to what you'll see later in this video. I'll do a race again. You will see that later. Here I cut already on there because I tried to hang it in there, being side by side with someone, but yeah, it didn't work out. So half-second penalty, need to serve that the next lap. Very unfortunate because I was in 13th already. I already won 6 places in this lap, and now surfing the penalty. Luckily I only lost 1 place, and I'm still in the slipstream with the car in front, and we speeded up a bit. So you can see on the right bottom, once again saving a bit of fuel, and now I'm doing it at the end of the straight, not on the middle of the straight, more at the end when you reach your top speed, so the refs don't get too high. Yeah, I'm right behind Falcetta, but Colin goes for the move there, right down to 15th place. Need to lift a little bit through this little corner, so didn't get the best exit really, but I'm also not really under attack. Colin tries to go around the outside there at Blanchimont, but he goes a little bit too wide there, so he gets a penalty. And yeah, there we go, half-second penalty. And I was starting on hards in this race. Hards are required, and the strategy to go to was one stop with mediums about 6 or 7 laps, and then hards 3 or 4 laps. I decided to start on the hards, but let's look at this moment here. Albathor tried to go down the inside there, going 3 wide, but there was obviously no room to go there, so he went into the wall. Really weird situation there. Yeah, this race was really messy. Everyone's bumping, and I didn't know what happened really. But as I said, the one stop, and I started on the hard tire, so I'll stop at the end of this lap. And the reason I started on the hards was to, yeah, obviously you can't win a lot of time when you're starting from the back with the softer tires, so I decided to go. Oh, there he goes, he spins. so up to 30th place, but I decided to go on the slower tire first, because I obviously will not win a lot of time, gain a lot of time, and then finish on the softer compound with a lighter car. I prefer that to go to the softer tire in the last stint. And here I chose the hards again. It was just really stupid for me. Really, it's just unbelievable. The game sort of indicated the hard compound, which in the end meant that I was on the hards. But I was so stressed. I saw it as a indication to go on the hards again, because I thought I maybe hadn't put those tires on. Really unfortunate, because I lost a lot of time in this stint compared to what it could have been with the medium compound. But still, I had a nice battle with the two guys behind, Zurich and Paul. And Zurich is in a slipstream here, so slipstream is really powerful in this game still. They will in the next update they will change that and make that less effective, so you don't have that bullshit in the qualifying with the like Monza in 2019 with Formula 1. Zurich tried to go around the outside there, but he went a bit too wide. He tried to sort of turn into me to make the corner, but he didn't. So now I have Paul right behind me. He late move for me, but I still left space for him to go there. But he lost a bit of momentum trying to avoid me. So that luckily worked out well, but he's still behind. So I'll need to watch out for him in the next few straights. Yeah, I think it was a fair move for me, because obviously I left some space for him. It was late, but he obviously expected it, so I can say it is fair. Now coming out of Blanchimont, he chooses the outside, because that's the only choice for him, as I chose the inside. He goes around the outside at the bus stop chicane, and I did the switchback, so now I have the outside on the first corner, La Source. He goes a bit deep there, so I get a better run out of the corner, and side by side we will go into Rouge and Radion there. He lifts off, fortunately for us, but now he will have the slipstream and the run on us. Same is for the other guys, Colin and Zurich. I chose the inside, and yeah, it was not close enough to make the move stick there. So again, I hang on to 14th place. So lap 9, 2 laps later, I completely missed my braking point there, and I'm gonna get teleported back in time there. Really unfortunate, because we were catching up to the guys in front in 13th place, so that could have been position gained on the hard tires. Still, it's funny that I still had a bit of pace compared to the other guys with those tires, but still 15th place. Some guys ran out of fuel, but obviously not what I wanted. So I'll try again in this race. 46 seconds to go. You see in the right side in the qualifying session. So I'll try to make it in time. But here we have some guys up front slowing down a lot and holding up the pack. So you see there, just really much space left there. And obviously you want some clean air. As Creature goes through, he wants to make it in time. He's in a big hurry, obviously. But you want clean air, which is not the case here again, I guess. Because those cars have a lot of downforce. The last two guys didn't make it. I just had 1 second left. Oh, I was lying there. But those cars have a lot of downforce, and when they will obviously leave a lot of dirty air behind. So when you're behind another car, you lose a lot of downforce and therefore lose a lot of time. And also tire wear will raise up more quickly. But not what I want, obviously. So here into the comp, I'm now certainly behind him. You see, went a bit wide there to the corner because of the dirty air. You have a lot of understeer when you're behind the other car, which is really difficult to drive with. Yeah, I touched the bollards there, which slows me down a lot. It's just a messy lap really, but I haven't got a penalty, and that's what counts, because I rather set lap time instead of getting a penalty and not be able to set lap time. So here, didn't went too wide there. I'm just gonna say it. I didn't get a penalty in this lap, but it wasn't a good lap at all. So did the other guys. A 2 minute 5.3. That's not really fast for a pole position time. And one guy improves a lot. He had the perfect time, but the other guys also had a bit of a messy lap, I guess, because you see on the bottom left they weren't really quick. And the best possible time for me was a 2 minute. Yeah, I guess pole was possible for me if I got in a good lap, but I didn't. So a 2 minute 5.7 for 12th place. Not what I want, but it's much better than 19th place. So we're here at the start once again. Now starting on the left side of the track. I don't think the grip level at the start plays a big factor here, like in Formula 1. So it doesn't really matter. Get a decent start again, better start than some other guys, and try to go around the outside here, find some space. A guy gets spun around, and I get off track because there was no room left. So I actually lost 2 places instead of won some places, because that could have been much better. I pushed Weston a bit wider, and this moment is just really stupid. I tried to avoid the two ghosting cars there, because I don't trust the game really. But they were still ghosting, so there was no problem. But I still went into the guy to the left, and it was 4 wide. So Wesson went off track a little bit because of that and lost all of the grip. And then, yeah, it was sort of a sideways domino effect, which caused me to spin at the Kemmel Straight. A really stupid move for me there. Just those little things that cost a lot of time, and that's just really unfortunate. It's just big pain in the ass. So I again won 2 places and tried to give Creaser a bit of bump draft here, so I tried to help him, but unfortunately the game gave me a penalty, so that was unnecessary to give bump draft, which obviously helped him, I guess. Well, he didn't get the place. He goes right into the pit, so it has no point for him, no use for him. But yeah, really unnecessary for what I did there. Once again, a little thing that costs a lot of time because I need to serve it right away in 1 second. And I didn't know that you will get a penalty for that, but I know for next time, obviously. So I won't do that again. You see, again, saving a bit of fuel, trying to spend less fuel, and then how do I say it? So that I don't have to add much fuel to the tank, which costs less time in the pits. It saves time with refueling. So that's what I'm trying here, trying to save fuel so I don't have to refuel really much. And you see, there's a big, little grip in front of us. The front of the pack has got away already. They are already on the straights, and we are still here at those corners. Just as the last race, I started again on the hard tires. I just prefer that. I went a bit too wide here, so I lost a bit of time there, a bit of momentum. And Wesson took a look around the outside, but he sort of weirdly turned into me, so he lost his momentum a bit. He'll still make the move here into the bus stop chicane, and he made contact with Somi, who got a bad run out of the last chicane. So that's a 16th place still, because I got overtaken. Won the place. Doesn't really matter. But again, it was a bit of a loss of time, but I think Wesson is on the mediums at this point, so he's trying to get to the front as quick as possible and try to use as much the soft tires as much as he can. Again, I saved a bit of fuel at the end of the straight, just as with Formula 1, just going to the high modes at the beginning of the straights and then to the lowest modes at the end of the straight to save a bit. Here lap 3 at the end, some people go into the pits to try and make the undercut, I think, and I'm still here squabbling with the other guys. I don't think here losing again a lot of time here. Just those silly touches, it's just unbelievable. This race was really messy. No one could not touch anyone. You know what I mean? But people trying to make the undercut, I think it's going to work because we're squabbling a lot really, and I think, yeah, of course, the guys behind who made the pit stop will be squabbling with each other too, or not, because they know they can win a lot of time by not doing it. So teamwork it is really. It's really weird. You even though you're still competing with each other, you still need to work together a bit to get in front of the other pack as the pack you're in. It's quite funny and weird at the same time. So 13th place I'm here. Not a lucky number, but I don't care about that. And I'm 22 seconds behind the pole sitter, the leader. But he is on the softer tires, so I can win a lot of time at the last stint compared to him. Yeah, so he gets a half-second penalty for going off track. And this is a really weird situation. You see, yeah, someone's lagging. That's really weird. He looked like he was going straight, but really weird situation because I wanted to go into pits. It worked out though, but someone could have been on the side completely of me, and what if he didn't stop? I'll certainly have to brake so I can go to the right side, but I didn't have to, so that's nice. Back into 19th place, but still some people need to make a stop, and now I chose the right tires, fortunately. So let's push now. We've got enough fuel in the tank, and a lot of time to gain. Sammy has served his penalty, so now I'm right behind him, having a bit of slipstream third straights, but dirty air in my face going into the corners. But I managed to keep up with him, which is what I want. So I could get him on the straights maybe. I fast forwarded here, and he makes a little mistake out of P5, and he just leaves right away. Just a little rage quit there. I don't know why, but in this game you never give up. You don't have to give up, because it can go the other way quite quickly in this game. And that's why I didn't leave after my big spin, but also that because I was right behind the pack. Now some people went out of the pits. I jumped one guy, and now we have the Spaniard right in front of us. And he's on the harder tire, and I'll take the slipstream of him, and he will defend the inside, so I'll try around the outside, but it doesn't work, so I'll still have to wait. This cost a little bit of time there, a few laps later. This is actually one lap later. Wesson is on the harder tire, not the Spaniard. Yeah, he's losing a lot of time on the hards, and that's why I went on the mediums for the second stint. It just works out really well because the car is lighter in the second half of the race, so you can pull more out of those tires, more pace. I went past him quite easily. He didn't battle really hard, and that's good for us because now I can go on without losing too much time. Spaniard goes through as Creature and Doug Brown are squabbling a little bit, now right behind Cruiser. Still, I need to save a bit of fuel, so I'll try to not let the revs go too high, and I'll wait later for an attack. And in the end, I think that I should have gone for a move at Cruiser there, because in the end I didn't get past it. So if I went for a move at him, maybe I will have one more time there. We'll see that later. We get past Doug Brown, now into 13th place, and you see there the Honda NSX in front. That's Mr. Monk. He's lagging really much, probably using McDonald's Wi-Fi. But actually the internet is quite crap right now because of the crisis. Everyone's staying inside. But he was trying the no stop in this race, I think, because he was on the hard tires really long. It sort of worked out for him because he didn't lose too much time pitting. And here the Spaniard did a weird move. He tried to go down the inside while the inside was covered by Sinister Monk. He defended the inside, and the Spaniard still tried it and went down the ends. Went on the grass. And then I saw it in the replay, he didn't have any damage from that crash, and I don't know how, because it was quite a high speed. At high speed. So as I said, 2 laps to go. Mediums are wearing out a little bit, but not too much. I think it's equal to the other guys. And here, not doing an attack here, just waiting, and Cruiser goes round the outside here, and he will have the inside for the next corner. He goes through quite easily, but Sinister Monk tries to go back, and this is just really annoying. When someone's lagging, you don't really know exactly where he is, so you don't know if you can make a move or not, and if it will go wrong or not. But he went off track there, led us through. Really big sportsmanship there. I think it was his purpose to let us through on in that way. And the last lap here, the Spaniard went down the inside at La Source, but now I have the slipstream on, so I can get place back. I gave him a little bit of a bump, which helped him a little bit, but still I managed to go around the outside here. He turns into me, we make contact, but I went through, and right away a little bit of a gap was formed, so didn't have to defend anymore from him. And that's 11th place for this race. Started 12th, 11th it is. 1 place won. Could have been much better, but it is what it is. Next time we'll do better. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.